Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Breath live stream. My name is Jeremy Tunnell, systems designer and coherence coach. And this week we are discussing the observer. This is day 23 on our 14-week journey of the path of personal transformation. All week we've been discussing elements of ego, identity. Today, we discuss the observer. Seeing how these things form within our mind, how they project and protect us, how they shape how we respond, is an important element in knowing how to transform. Because if you can't see it and you can't recognize it, you can't do anything about it. So we're going to go deeper. Because if ego watches and reacts and identity organizes and projects, then what is it that can notice both? What watches the watchers? That is the observer. The observer is the part of you that can see yourself while you're in it. You feel your body tighten, you feel the urge to respond, and at the same time, something in you notices, I'm getting activated right now. That's the observer. It doesn't stop the reaction. It doesn't fix it. It sees it. The moment you can observe something, you are no longer fully inside it. You're no longer fully inside that moment or that reaction. You are in relationship with it. Without the observer, everything feels like you. The reaction is you. The emotion is you. The thought is you. And when that happens, there's no space, just pattern. But when the observer is present, space opens up. And as we've discussed in our 14 weeks, in that space, choice becomes possible. Expansion becomes possible. From a systems perspective, the observer introduces a break in the automatic. We go from signal, pattern, recognition, reinforcement over time, to when the observer is present and active, we go to signal, awareness, observation, pause, and choice over time. The observer is what allows you to see the system, both outside yourself and within. It is a powerful tool in what we are learning, because without the observer, systems repeat. But with the observer, systems reorganize. I want to go a little bit deeper. You see, the observer is not your thoughts, and it's not your emotions, and it's not your identity. It's the part of you that can move awareness from your body to your mind, to something even deeper. It can notice the sensations around you and within you. It can notice the thoughts that you're having, and it can interpret meaning from those things. It is not defined by any of them, though. Some traditions might call this presence. Some call it awareness. Some would say this is your deepest self. Not the constructed self that the mind builds out of ego, but the observing self, the one that is not reacting, but witnessing. I think of it like the eternal self. See, I know someday Jeremy, me, will cease to exist. My body will die, my mind will fade, my identity will disappear. But there is a self within that animates this being. That self is eternal. It is energy. And it can be called the observer. I encourage you to learn to quiet yourself, your mind, your body, your identity, in order to hear that silent voice within. Some point today, I want you to do exactly that. I want you to notice. I want you to notice that you can notice in real time. When you feel activated, don't just pause, observe it. Hold the space. Name it. I'm feeling this. I'm thinking this. I'm wanting to react to this. Notice it not as truth, but as observation. Because the moment you can do that, you can shift positions from inside the pattern to recognizing and seeing the pattern. You're not the pattern. You are the one who can see it. At the end of the day today, I want you to take your journals and I want you to write down, what did I notice myself noticing today? In real time and in the moment. Was I inside the experience or was I observing the experience? Take time to notice yourself watching, projecting, seeing, thinking, reacting, feeling. Observe it. Embrace this self that can move its perspective and vision all around you. We're going to practice this a little bit in breath work today. So I want you to get into a comfortable position. And we're going to start with 3 deep breaths and a sigh. And then as we engage our breath at 5 or 6 seconds in through our nose, 5 or 6 seconds out through our mouth, we're going to move our observation from the top of our head, around our face, over our shoulders. We're going to observe our whole body. And I want you to, as we're breathing, I want you to find the places that maybe need some attention. Maybe they ache. Maybe they feel pretty good. Observe those spots. Pause in them. Listen to them for a moment. We're practicing the observer. So we're going to do our 5-minute breath work, and we're going to start there, and then we'll expand outward. So let's start with our 3 breaths. In through the nose, out with a sigh. Again, in through the nose, out with a sigh. One more time, in through the nose, out with a sigh. Now just place your hands in your lap and breathe in 5 or 6 seconds through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Find that pace. And now observe. Start with your forehead. How does the tension feel around your eyes? See if you can relax it. Move down to your cheekbones, your jaw, your neck. Roll your shoulders. Observe. Find a spot. Make it small. The mole on your shoulder. The tip of your chin. Observe that spot. Move down into your chest. Feel your lungs respirating as you breathe. Observe them. Move down into your gut. How does it feel? Your hips. Your thighs. Your knees. Your shins and ankles. Your heels. Observe the tip of your big toe. Can you isolate the sensation? Now come back up to your mind and just let it go. Let your mind do what it's going to do and just listen to it. Don't try and stop it. Don't try and change what it's saying. Just listen. What's it trying to get you to do? Take in a deep breath. Out through your mouth. One more. Come back to the space. That's the edge of observe. In many respects, we're still using our mind to observe in that exercise. But you get the idea of what it is to observe. At the end, when we were working to try and observe our mind, by doing so, and it takes some practice, by doing so, you come to realize that you are not your mind, because you can observe the chattering thoughts. Your mind will just go. And in fact, in meditation, we're not trying to quiet the mind. That's futile. We are dropping down below the surface of the water where the mind is, and all the noise that it creates, and the demands and the commands and the suggestions that you should do right now in the midst of this meditative breath that you're trying to take, as it wants you to get up and go make a note, go to the bathroom, go get a cup of coffee. Man, your knee hurts. I should really stretch. That's your mind. And in meditation, we're dropping below that. We're leaving it at the surface. And what you realize is that you are this awareness within, and it can go very deep. You are the observer, and the observer is eternal. It is what animates this being that I call Jeremy. You're more than just this identity that's been constructed. Lean into it, because that being does not have an ego. It does not have a construct. It doesn't have a job. It doesn't have to pay bills. And that being will be here when you're gone. Spend some time noticing today. Journal about it. And we'll meet back here tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Have a very good day, everyone.